You're listening to Quantum Childhood, a Tales from the Loop actual play podcast presented by Geek at Arms. My name is Brian, I'll be the Game Master. Let's introduce our players.
So my character's name is Mo. She's 12 years old. My name is Yolanda.
Hi, I'm Christian. I play Enzo, the weirdo, who's 14 years old.
Well, hi, I'm Jacob. I play Kevin, the popular kid, who's like 13 or something.
I'm John. I play Joe Marsh Smith. I'm the rocker kid, about 14 years old.
I am Jacob, not the same one, and I play Cody the Hick.
My character's name is Billy Jacobs. He's a 14-year-old troublemaker, and my name is James.
Yolanda's microphone was not working through the first half of this recording, so you won't hear Mogu's voice until the latter part of the game. Episode 17 is the final episode of the 4 seasons of Mad Science. I, Wagner, Part 6. So, when we left off last week, Billy and Enzo were missing. We'll get to that in a moment. Everybody else was at Lena's farm, and we will also get to that in a moment because I'm just going to have you guys summarize to Billy and Enzo when the time comes. Enzo, as you were cycling your way back to the library from Walmart, you saw some small animal that caught your attention, and you slowed down to look at it. And Billy, not wanting you to get lost and separated from the group, slowed down to keep an eye on you. The gap between you and the rest of the group opened up quite a bit. And when you finally got back moving, you couldn't even see the rest of them anymore. But you knew where they were going, so it was okay. Or you thought it was okay. The last thing you remember, Billy, is your front wheel suddenly turning sideways, and you went up over the handlebars and face planted on the pavement. The next few minutes are blurry, groggy. Enzo, as soon as Billy went down, you ran into the back of his bike, and you also went over your handlebars, and you're suffering the same kind of uncertainty about what happened next.
You know, having grown up in the 80s, I know exactly what that injury is going to look like on my face.
I think I've seen that on your face before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding.
Very particular stitches.
Yes.
And you wake up.
You guys use stitches?
You just get duct tape?
Yeah, wait,
It's
why is duct tape
It's the
there?
80s, man. We just rub some dirt on it and keep on.
Right. Well, speaking of dirt, you wake up in a dark and dirty smelling place. It takes a few moments for your eyes to adjust. And once they do, you realize you're in some kind of a garage or a machine shop or something. The ground is kind of greasy, oily, gritty. Pretty sure that you've got grease all over your clothes. And there's a distinct smell. It's kind of peculiar. It's oil and metal like you would expect in a place like this, but you also smell dead fish. You do still have Billy's walkie-talkie. However, Enzo's backpack is gone.
No.
Yes.
Do I still am I free to move about? Am I tied up? What is my current situation now?
Yeah, you're free to move about. Your face is a little tender. You're banged up and bruised, but taking inventory of yourself, everything seems to be in working order. Maybe not comfortable, but you're okay.
Enzo, are you okay, buddy?
My backpack. Is you seen a sketchbook anywhere? No. My drawings. My babies.
I look around and says, I don't see him anywhere, man.
I mean, what the heck happened?
Well, something caused me to crash, and I'm guessing me crashing caused you to crash, and whatever caused us to crash has brought us here.
So the squirrel that I saw? That's a big squirrel.
You know, kidnapping squirrels would not surprise me one bit in this town.
Can we investigate the room?
You may certainly make an investigate roll.
Investigate.
Ooh, 2 successes.
Nice.
All right, so you can ask me 3 of those questions, and so can Billy. So I guess we get to cover all the questions. What do you want first?
All right. First, how can I get out of here?
You try the only door that you see, and it's locked. But you think that if you can find some tools, You might be able to open it. That'll require either a tinker or a force roll. Force will make noise.
Any threats that I can perceive here?
Pressing your ear to the door, kind of trying to listen to what's going on outside, you hear some really, it sounds like very heavy mechanical foot thuds. And you also hear the sound of power tools off in the distance.
Where are we? Where is this place?
Based on the smell of fish and the moisture in the air, you think that you're somewhere on the coast of the lake. You can't quite tell exactly where, and you think that it is about mid-afternoon.
What's happened here? I'm guessing that because of the smell and everything, this is probably like a boat shop, or a boat garage, or something nautical is kept here, maybe. But also, yeah, what has happened here?
From the general lack of maintenance and there's not a lot of machines or equipment in this place. You think that probably whatever it is has been abandoned for a while. The building still seems, pretty sealed, so it hasn't been like decades, but it does have a definite air of abandonment. And whatever is going on here is probably, they haven't taken the time to refurbish this building at least. So whatever it is might be surreptitious.
You said I've still got my radio?
Yes, you do.
Like, Enzo, keep an ear on the door. I'm going to go to the far corner away from the door, put my mouth over it, and just like, Jomar, Bogu, anybody, can you guys hear me?
All right. The rest of you, 2 of your walkie-talkies were eaten by dinosaurs, but the third is still working, and you hear Billy's voice coming over it.
Okay, I'm hearing a voice, guys. Whose walkie-talkie is that?
I don't remember who's still has one. It'll be on the items list on your character sheet.
Oh, I have one.
Okay.
I'm prepared.
Kevin, I think that's Billy. Check it out, man.
Who is this? Over.
Who do you think it is, you dink?
It's Billy, guys.
Yay.
Where are you?
Great question. I think me and Enzo are in we're in some garage on the somewhere on the coast of the lake.
The coast of the lake.
That could be
we
Boulder
were
Harbor, maybe.
We were riding to catch up. Something caused us to crash and knocked us out and brought us here.
Yeah, we couldn't find you. Tell him we couldn't find him.
We couldn't find you.
Yes,
But
that part's obvious.
And we did find Enzo's backpack, though.
Oh, thank God.
Enzo, they got your backpack.
Woo! I mean,
Woo!
Okay. Kevin,
You fool,
Kevin,
you doomed
ask
us
him.
all.
Kevin, ask him about the hard drive, dude. We didn't find the hard drive. Ask him about the hard drive.
Oh, yeah. Did y'all find the hard drive?
Checking your pockets, you do indeed still have that hard drive you pulled from the robot in the Walmart.
How big is this hard drive? Just as an IT person, I have to envision.
Yeah, right.
It should be the size of a dishwasher, considering the era.
Right.
Well, remember that this is also a world that has intelligent robots in it, so...
Yeah, but
Maybe laptop size.
Okay, fine, a corgi then.
I don't know exactly what hard drives looked like in the 80s, but I'm going to assume that it's somewhat larger than the internal drives we see today.
Okay.
But it's not huge.
okay, momentary digression. When Transformers comes on Saturday morning in this world, is there like a disclaimer that these actual events, this is not a documentary?
Wow.
Probably not, but
See, I'm envisioning
Kevin,
it being
who
like
were
a
you
little bit.
thinking out loud, or who were you talking to?
Anyone?
I'm kind of envisioning the hard drive looking at you guys. I'm dating myself completely, but do you guys remember mini discs?
mm-hmm.
Okay, I think it's gonna be bigger than that, dude.
Well, like that, but obviously bigger.
Yeah.
like the size of a Walkman, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was
that'll
thinking.
work. I can see
Like,
that.
but still like the little case with a disc inside, because that's what you see in like 80s cartoons.
And oddly, upon examination of the thing, it actually has a small screen on it for some reason.
What?
Nice.
I wonder if I could play Zorg on this thing.
Sword. All right.
Yes, we have the hard drive.
So, Cody, I think they could be at Boulder Harbor or past the island, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of like there's a little inlet there.
Do you know what took you, Billy?
The working theory right now is kidnapping squirrels.
All right, so there's got to be trees then, wherever they are.
Squirrels.
I look at Enzo without precedent. I'm like, holy crap! They think I'm serious.
Wait, you're not?
Kevin, is he serious?
I think so.
Squirrels. Squirrels have kidnapped them?
Well, listen, Billy, do you think it was robots? Are they trying to infect you with the rings?
I really hope not, but considering what we're hearing through the door, yeah, I'm guessing probably robots.
Do you feel any kind of anger towards life?
Let's put a pin in that squirrel theory. That'll be our backup.
Because it could also be very heavy squirrels with drills, apparently, in the other room.
Same.
Fair enough.
What was that? Anger and frustration and upset at the world? Well, no more than usual.
Okay. We're fine then.
Well, is it, Brian, did you say that there was any windows in this thing?
There are some windows. They're pretty high up. You'd have to assemble some kind of a ladder to get up to them, and they're kind of covered in grease, so they're only letting in a little bit of light.
Okay. It would take just as much effort to try to jimmy the door open.
You did get
Enzo, what do you think, man?
Bonus dice from your investigate checks. So when you go to open the door, you'll get a +2 to doing it.
Ooh. Enzo, what do you think? You want to get out of here, man?
Definitely, yes, but just worried about what's on the other side.
Kevin, what else is he saying?
He's just... apparently he has the button down while he's talking to Enzo.
Okay.
Well, I thought you guys would want to be included.
Well, yeah. Tell him, well, yeah. Just kidding.
I gotta wait for him to let the button up.
No respect for simplex communication lines.
No, none.
Oh, yeah. Over.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I mean, if there's one way out, I mean...
We're going to try to get out of here. This might blow up in our face, but it beats sitting here. Over.
Sounds like the plan.
Well, you know, considering how he drives a bicycle, I think he'll be okay. He didn't hear me say that, did he? Did you have the button down?
I don't know. I'm getting confused here. Over.
Great. He heard me.
It's not the button, it's the terminology that gets you.
So anyway, over.
You guys know who attacked them. You could tell them.
Do we know?
Yeah.
We have a suspicion.
Yeah, we do.
You had an eyewitness.
Oh, that's true.
It's Cody's girlfriend, right?
Wait, do you guys have any idea about who attacked us?
Yes.
Because we're about to do Jimmy a lock into some darkness here.
Yeah. Well, we would really like a clue about what we might be facing behind door number 1.
Robots.
It's no duh, robots. Robots behind everything here. Can you be a little more specific?
Well, it may be telekinetic high school age girls.
Stacy.
Okay, so your girlfriend, basically.
Infected with mind control technology.
So Stacy Tron and her cybernetic friends.
That's right. But on the upside, we know now that she didn't kill Lena. So it's probably really safe.
Okay. Side note, Stacy Tron and her cybernetic friends would watch that cartoon.
Yes.
Okay. Enzo, what do you think?
I mean, there's only one way out. I mean, maybe we can distract them somehow if we get their attention, but is there something in the room that we could throw in case we need them to look the other way?
In your checking around the room, you did find a crowbar.
The mighty crowbar. Well,
so
all right, yeah, let's do it.
You want to open the door?
If it's good enough for Gordon Freeman, it's good enough for you.
It'll be a tinker roll. unless you want to open it noisily,
your,
in which case you can use a crowbar and a force roll.
What's your tinker roll, Enzo?
Let's see. Not great. 0.
All right, mine's a 1. What's your force roll? Force skill?
I've got a 1.
I'm at a 3.
But my body's at a 5. Overall.
All right, cool. All right, then I'll try to... I can't believe Billy's going to try to jimmy something. You think he'd be better at it considering his background, but I'm going to try to jimmy the door.
All right.
And you be ready with the crowbar, okay?
You may, if you
I'll be ready
like,
to
also
sneak.
use your knife as a tool for this.
I would like to, yes.
All right, so that will give you actually a total of 7 dice.
Here goes something.
2 successes.
Oh,
Nice.
Bam.
wow.
All right, you managed to
Yeah, take that door.
you managed to slip your blade behind the bolt and very quietly and gently open that door up. And now we're going to switch to the rest of the group on the other side of the play area.
That's the perfect time for a commercial break.
Meanwhile, at Lena's farm, Mogu's mom has managed to patch up Denver pretty well. Given the size of the dinosaur, its wounds are actually superficial, and once the bleeding is stopped, she seems to be in good spirits and still quite friendly toward you.
Excellent.
That's a good thing.
So what is it that you want to do at this point?
We have the direction of the signal.
Mm-hmm.
We know that that's where the control area is, right?
Yeah.
So, what are the chances that since the girls are mind controlled, that they would take Enzo and Billy somewhere close to the same place?
The same as what place?
The same place that the signal's coming from.
Oh, high chance.
Mogu, give me a comprehend roll, please. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
The computer geek, being genre savvy, knows that it is very likely that the signal is originating from the same place where your friends probably were taken.
Well, that's good, because that means that we can just follow the signal. Otherwise, it might be hard to figure out where that line was pointing without coming back here, and that would take too long. So yeah, I think we should head towards the lake and towards the signal.
Yeah.
And if we don't find Billy and Enzo there, then I don't know where they might be.
Mogu is commenting that someone culled items from your items list. Yes, I did take some things away. So is there a particular location along that line that you wish to examine?
Are we looking at a map right now, Cody?
I'm just looking at the map,
Okay.
like in Roll20. I don't know if in the game we have a map,
Okay.
but
So, all right. So we'll say, Brian, can we say that we have one or we don't?
Assume that you found one in Lena's house.
Okay. All right.
yeah.
So Cody, when he was talking, I don't know why, but somewhere between Boulder Harbor, where that has that inlet in there,
Mm-hmm.
up towards the north, kind of east.
Yep.
I'm thinking they've got to be somewhere along that line.
Oh, on the point?
Yeah, I mean,
Could be.
yeah, I mean, I'm thinking water's like pretty close. If they're saying that it's, if they described anything to us, I'm thinking.
Well, I think we should probably head in that direction until we get to the road. Once we get to the road, we should be able to pinpoint where we are without too much trouble. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult to figure out exactly where we are just out in the hills.
Do you think we ought to bring Denver with us or leave her here?
I don't know. It depends on how fast Denver can move. Because I don't like the idea of leaving
If you're
Enzo and
If you're going to go overland, she
Really
can
there.
probably travel faster than you can on your bikes.
Cool. Well, then let's bring her.
Okay, I'm just
If the
wondering. I'm
Dino
worried about her.
Whisperer can convince her.
Yeah, I'm worried about her stamina, though. That's my only thing. I don't want to wear her out. But yeah.
I mean, she's killed dinosaurs. She can probably handle it.
Okay.
I
Kevin,
feel
would
like
you mind?
she's not going to let us push her around.
Okay. Would you mind talking to her and see if she'll go with us, please? Kevin?
Oh, yeah, I do. I go out and put my hand on her face like they in every dragon movie ever when they tame it. And I'm assuming she sneezes a little on
Yes,
me.
of course.
It's a yes.
So it's like one snort for yes, two snorts for no, is what you're telling me?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got the Mogu. You ready to go? Okay.
Let's mount up and head out.
Let's ride, roadies.
All right, so there is more than enough room for all four of you on Denver's back. And although it seems like unlikely that you should be able to control the dinosaur, given that you don't have any reins or anything, narrative convenience suggests that you can direct her just fine. Maybe you get a carrot on a stick or something.
It's the jacket. What are you talking about, narrative convenience? I believe in Kevin and his jacket.
Yeah, that is true. I am Will. I'm a believer.
Hey, and didn't I use one of my successes back in dinosaur time to create a lasting relationship with Denver?
Yes, you did. See? And also, when the GM gives you a dinosaur, you don't try to find excuses to leave it behind, Jomar.
Well, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, I'd like to check what Jomar's alignment is. It sounds chaotic evil.
Well, here's the thing. I actually have like this very fondness of Denver. She has saved my life specifically, and she saved the lives of my friends. And so I'm thinking we have a very long way to go. And if we get in trouble and she doesn't have the stamina, it could put her in a very compromising position. That's my thought. But I am excited that she's with us.
All right. So then you guys tromp out to the northeast, heading as best you can along that heading on Dinosaur's back. Meanwhile, back at the garage or whatever, Billy and Enzo have opened the door, and I need you both to make sneak rolls.
My spider sense is going off. It says our friends are doing something awesome.
Conveniently, both of the people who are separated from the group are really good at sneakiness.
2 successes.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
And 0.
You can conveniently offer your second success to Billy.
Well, considering I got 2 successes on opening the door, can I give one of those successes to Enzo, who then passes it on to me?
Let me take a look at what the bonus effects of Tinker are.
Give a success to another kid. You don't need to roll to overcome the exact same trouble. You do it quickly, you do it quietly, and you show off. So for one of them, it's I'm doing it quietly. And the other one, I'm passing it on to Enzo.
Nice.
Except you only got 2 successes, so between the two of you, you've got 1 extra success that is useful for being sneaky. Okay. All right, so you open the door, poke your heads out, and sure enough, there is a robot outside. From the looks of it, it looks like it's probably similar to that one that Mogu described that was cleaning up in the park. And it appears to be pacing back and forth in front of the door.
How far away is it?
Maybe about 20 feet, and it's currently faced away from you. It's moving slowly enough that you can probably slip out behind it before it starts to turn around and come back the other way.
Will any exclamation points pop up above its head if try to sneak around it?
Your sneak has been successful, so you can take that as a given that you are successful. What you can now see, now that you're outside, is that you are indeed close to the lake. Based on the sun's position, if it is indeed mid-afternoon, you think you're not on an island or anything. You're on the main coastline, and off in the distance, there's a few other smaller buildings between here and there, but in the distance, you can see that there's a really, really big magnetrine ship. A lot of the panels are missing, like you can see there, but you can see welding sparks coming up from it, and there's some robots moving around at it. And you can see there's at least one either humanoid robot or a human person that looks like they're directing the work.
So it's a robot shipyard.
Around elsewhere, you can see that there's a lot of other supplies for magnetrine technology. You can see extra discs. And
I'm just curious, are there two types of each robot, like walking on to this the ship? There's a floppy drive, like two floppy drives getting on.
That's a good thought. Sure, why not?
I'm sorry, dude.
Right now, it's a pair of harvester robots that are going up in there. You can also see that there's bits and pieces of machinery and parts scattered all over the plane between you and the big ship, and some of them look like really small versions of magnetrine discs, as though they're for some kind of a lightweight craft.
Are any of the smaller ones close at hand to that you could grab one, pick it up, pocket it?
They're not small enough to fit in your pocket, but you can easily pick one up, like carry it under your arm or something. And yeah, you can get to one.
Okay. Well, Enzo, what do you think?
And have
I
we
haven't
seen them
these
before?
before. This is new to me. I look around like, do you have any idea about where you think we are on the coast?
Give me another investigate check. You get the sense that you're looking around. You can actually see water on both sides, so you think you're on a peninsula of some kind.
I think we're on a peninsula of some kind.
I think you're right.
So from camping in the area, probably know it's generally in the like kind of north of the main city. Yes.
So we're probably somewhere near Cape Horn. Maybe. Or Black Rock Point.
You are. There is a ridge of rock to your right, well, to your south, which would seem to indicate that that's the case.
Plus the sign saying now entering Black Rock Point campground.
Right.
Yeah, let's pocket what
exactly
tech we can.
Can I jimmy the disc into my backpack, or is that just going to blow it out?
Sure, you could. You might want to get out of sight of that robot before it turns around.
Yep. Sneak, 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 sneak. Bushes.
All right, so you're going to hide in terrain then?
Yes.
Excellent.
And
all right.
Then I get on the radio. Guys, we got out. We're at Black Rock Point.
Over.
We're riding a dinosaur on the way to you. Over.
But I look at Enzo. I knew they were doing something awesome.
but.
Okay.
What kind of dinosaur? Over. Did they get the? Were you pressing it?
Yes, I was. It's at Denver. Over.
Roger. Over.
Billy silently fist pumps the air.
All right.
Copy that.
You've got a spare success on your investigate check. So while you're having this conversation, your eye is attracted by a flash of movement, and you peek up over the rock that you're hiding behind, and you see some bad news. Because remember those velociraptors? Yeah, there's 3 of them that just ran into the area, kind of from the direction that you think your friends might be coming from.
Crap. I make sure I'm hitting this. Guys, we've got raptors here.
Like their great-great-great-grandparent raptors.
What did he say, Kevin? He say something about a rapper?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, Vanilla Ice just showed up. Over. No, raptors.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, do they
I
have
thought-
computer chips in their heads?
I sneak. I peek over again. Do I see computer chips, or some type of mind control box thing on their head, a la Dino Riders?
Yes, you do. There's an antenna sticking up from the side of each one's head, and a little bit of some kind of a gizmo.
I look at Enzo. Dino Riders is real. Please tell me someone besides Brian knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Not I.
Google it and prepare to be amazed.
It was one of my faves. One of my faves.
Yep.
Guys, I thought that Denver had crushed those raptors. Where are there more raptors? He's saying there's raptors around him.
If you'll
Yeah, I don't know. They must have survived in the forest or something, or these are the ones that ran off.
if you'll recall, Denver didn't kill those 3 raptors that were attacking you before. Mogu turned on the transmitter and drove them off.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Way to go, Mogu.
We dealt with them once. I'm sure we can do it again.
Yep. We got our rock star with us, so we're good.
Well, right now, all we've got is a crowbar, so.
Onward, Denver.
All right. Billy and Enzo, are you content to lie in hiding until the rest of the group gets closer?
I was thinking that we should maybe go give that ship a look, try to sneak close to it or sneak onto it while we wait for the others, but that was before Dinosaur. So now I'm asking you, what do you think? Should we go try to do that or sit tight or play and see?
Yeah. I'm fine sitting tight, not drawing the attention of those raptors.
All right. That is good news for me, because that means that I can synchronize the group.
Good stuff.
Billy was just about to say, right, sneak aboard the ship. Here we go.
I feel like someone
In
wants
fact, Enzo, why don't you go to the other side and I'll take this
Okay,
one.
well, we're starting Extended Trouble. Only Billy and Enzo get to roll, and you need 6 times for 24 successes.
No, we're not doing
between the 2 of you.
No problem. We got a crowbar. We got
Don't
this.
push him, James. Don't push him, James.
I feel like someone wants us to stay here.
There's a check in my spirit.
James, don't make him turn into the mean DM.
All right, so you wait for about an hour and a half until the rest of the group approaches. You look up over the rock every once in a while, and you can now see that there is indeed a Triceratops on the road down the slope, kind of behind a bend, out of sight of the robots and velociraptors.
Start humming to myself, he's my friend and a whole lot more.
And during that time, you've taken a little bit of a count of what you can see. And you can see that there's probably around 20 robots on the site here and there. The 3 velociraptors and then a couple of other dinosaurs, which I don't remember if I made a handout for them or not.
Are they just staying still, or are they like actively patrolling the area?
They're roaming around patrolling. You don't see anything that looks particularly more dangerous than the velociraptors. They're probably the main threat. But some of the robots are quite big. In fact, you see these fellows, really big firefighting robots.
Oh, hey, my mom has a calendar with those robots on them. I see them. Whoever's next to me.
So then we are entering Extended Trouble at this point, and I'm going to play it a little bit differently.
Okay.
In order to make things a bit more interesting and cinematic. I'm going to split it into 4 phases. As I said, you do need a total of 24 dice to achieve victory here.
Good.
But you don't have to necessarily roll them all at once.
Okay.
You'll need to get six dice, 6 successes per phase in order to advance on to the next one.
All right.
So but you do need to continue rolling the same skill across all 4 phases.
Okay.
Ooh.
So then, for the first phase, your goal is going to be getting past dinosaurs and robots to get to that ship. As Denver approaches and you start to be able to see what's going on, you hear this siren start to go off, and there's a lot of activity, and the robots all start moving toward the ship. Those of you in tornado prone areas, this sounds a little bit like a tornado siren. Obviously, none of you as characters know what a tornado siren sounds like, except for Cody. And maybe Enzo. Maybe Nevada in the alternate dimension has tornadoes. What skills would each of you like to be rolling? I guarantee that whatever skill you choose, I will find a way to make it applicable. So,
Oh, well, obviously charm.
Empathize. No.
Could you get a little closer to your microphone, Mogu? You're pretty quiet. Okay, comprehend for you.
I want to move. You got the dinosaur, right, Kevin?
Oh yeah.
Maybe I can try to get behind the robot / dinosaurs, and then you can threaten to charge in with Denver, and I'll distract them from behind, and they'll be confused. Their mechanical minds.
Enzo, what skill do you want to be using?
Well, Enzo got a sneak, so
That's kind of what I thought. And Jomar?
I think I'm trying to kind of play this close to the vest. My heart and mind are my highest, and so I'm looking at comprehend or empathize. So I'm going to go with comprehend.
Okay. And Billy?
So besides my radio, we've just got the one other, right?
Correct.
Okay, and who's got that?
Kevin, I believe.
Kevin does.
Is Kevin the one riding the dinosaur?
Currently, they're all riding the dinosaur.
We're all riding.
Is he the one who has the special relationship and will continue riding the dinosaur?
I mean, you've ridden it before, so...
Okay.
it
Who's
would be
driving the
appropriate.
dinosaur is what I'm asking.
Kevin.
Yeah, I am right now.
Okay, Kevin is. All right. So my thought is that considering I'm hunkered down and Enzo is going to be doing some moving as well, I thought I might stay here on the radio, use investigate, and watch as things unfold, and if need be, guide people or guide Kevin to where he's needed.
Okay. So we've got Billy playing Overwatch. I guess Mogu and Jomar are both strategizing with comprehend.
Yep.
Mogu, you're probably more the type who's understanding what's going on and coming up with solutions rather than tactics as the computer geek. But don't let me tell you how to play your character. I mean, you can do whatever you like. Cody is moving, being a distraction, apparently.
Yeah, I'm flanking him.
Kevin is exerting his charming influence over a dinosaur, and Enzo's being sneaky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you guys have my bag?
Yes.
Got change turtlenecks.
All right, so as part of Enzo's sneakiness, he's come down out of the rocks and down to around to meet up with the rest of you so he can get his backpack and his turtlenecks back. Get into his tactical turtleneck. All right, so everybody, Enzo's got his bag back, so he can roll with his iconic item. Kevin's jacket is inextricably wound up with a charm, so he can use his item. Jomar, what was your iconic item? Oh, the drumsticks?
Yes.
Can you think of how those would be applicable in this situation?
I could pretend that if I were surrounded by 4 or 5 robots, I would do something similar to the Phil Collins intro into Something in the Air Tonight. Do, 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 do. You know.
I'll count it.
Well, let me ask this: since we've already got a couple of people who are doing like comprehend and thinking tactically, would it be better if I were to get a little bit more physical with things and like throw them the radio so they could act as Overwatch?
Either way, however you want to do it is fine by me.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw Mogu the radio, and I'm going to, instead of using investigate, I'm going to use force body,
Okay.
and I'm also I'm going to try to do a move on the robots themselves, because I've got my knife with me, and I see a lot of hoses and wires and and other things sticking out from the foam flingers, and I might be able to. I might be able to cause some mayhem.
Gonna give up your opportunity to punch a dinosaur? Nah, you can still do that if you want to. Also, we'll see how this goes. So since you're using your knife, you can also roll with your iconic item. Cody, I'm assuming since you want to be a distraction, whooping and hollering and waving your lasso over your head is going to work.
Yeah. Does anybody have like a brightly colored piece of fabric or something that I could tie to it?
I still got my poncho.
Can I use it?
Sure.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll do
I
that.
totally forgot about that. Okay, there were a couple of other things. Jomar, I
Yes.
need you to make a move roll during
A move roll?
Yeah. Okay. During this trek from Lena's farm to Blackrock Point, the weather is starting to turn. It's starting to get kind of muggy and humid. And, you know, the heat was bad enough, but when it starts turning humid, you're just like, man, the outdoors was a bummer before, but now it's really a bummer. And I need you to take the exhausted condition.
Yeah, way to go. Thanks. No, but you're right. You are so right.
And as you have neared Blackrock Point, you start to actually hear thunder, and the sky has turned dark and cloudy. It looks like it's probably going to start raining very soon.
Dude, it's going to start raining, man.
So Mogu, you don't have your computer here, so you don't get to roll with your iconic item, unfortunately. So then, let's have everybody make their rolls.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can use my jacket, right?
Correct.
All right. Okay.
Goodness.
Nice.
Ooh, Mogu.
With a condition.
Go back with holding.
3 more for that? Wow.
it's
Wow.
a very special bag.
That's definitely the best item name, the Go Bag of Holding.
It is good.
So accurate.
Do our excess successes overflow into the next phase?
Yes, they do.
Okay, that's good.
So we're at 8.
Yes, currently at 8. I just need Billy's roll.
Oh.
All right.
Quantum Childhood is brought to you by this fine sponsor.
Have you been hungry since joining The Walking Dead? Well, just because you've become a shambling corpse, it doesn't mean you have to abandon your principles. Because now, there's Tofrains. It's the ethically sourced, soy-based brain alternative that zombies love. It has the same squishy texture the undead crave with almost half the flavor. It's just as satisfying to chew and won't fight back. With Tofrains, we can change one corrupted mind and decaying heart at a time.
Let's go in order of who got the most successes. So we'll start with Kevin, since you're riding the dinosaur. Tell me what happens. What do you do, and what are the results?
I mean, so I'm into dinosaurs. So I'm like, I have recently had one of my friends explain the cool battle scene from The Lord of the Rings. It's a little known book, I think, at this point. So I'm not thinking of that because clearly Kevin doesn't remember that. But I have a Walkman with me. I presume I picked it up at some point.
Sure.
And I start playing Ride of the Valkyries as loud as it'll go because I have seen that movie.
Appropriate.
And I just charge in and I don't know, run into a robot. No, so those firefighters are like really tall with skinny legs. I'm having Denver go around and like sideswipe them to knock them over.
All right. So with a blow of Denver's massive tail, she smacks one of those things in the knee, and it topples over and pins one of the velociraptors underneath it. Enzo, be sneaky. What are you doing? What's the results?
I think we're trying to get into the ship, right?
Ultimately, yes. You notice that as you are approaching all of this mayhem that's going on, it's actually starting to vibrate and looks like it's about to take off.
Oh. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to get on that ship before it leaves.
How are you doing that?
Well, if I can stay low and if there's any cover, like near the now battlefield, I guess.
There is whatever you want there to be. Describe it to me.
Well, I think, I would duck under like some rubble and different like shipyard parts and sort of look for any kind of gangplank, some kind of ramp to get onto it.
You don't see a ramp, but as you're getting close and it's starting to lift off, you do see a rope that's kind of dangling from the bottom of it.
All right. I'm going to go for that rope.
All right. Mogu, you've got 3 successes.
Yes.
Tell us what's up.
Well, I kind of want to look for the stuff that you mentioned.
Why don't you tell the rest of the group what you remember?
Okay, because I was like, I don't know who is near me. And apparently people are already moving.
All right, let's form a plan. Run!
No! So, here's the thing. I remember reading a magazine a while ago that had this idea of having a magnetron flyer that uses disc like the one that Billy has. So, if I am right, that means that there are similar kind of vehicles somewhere around here, and maybe we could use them. Who got that?
Sorry, I missed part of that. Similar what? Around?
So, they're like one-person magnetron flyers.
Oh, okay.
Hoverboard?
So the
Okay.
idea is that since they use the same disc that Billy is carrying around, maybe we could find them and make them work and use them.
Cool.
Are there any skateboards you could attach one to?
No, but there is a dinosaur.
All right, Billy.
Can we attach the dinosaur to the thingies?
Yeah, so I want to break to one of the flanks. I've got the poncho tied to my lasso, so I'm spinning it around and I yell to the dinosaurs and assembled robots, "How do you like these rings?"
And I'm looking at him and shaking my head.
And then I want to... Thank you. And then
Billy admires the joke, stands up and salutes him.
and
Billy,
then
you got a knife in your hand, you just cut your forehead, take the injured condition. That's a joke.
What?
With my other hand.
And then as I'd like to, as I see what Mogu has pointed out, I would like to toss the lasso to the side or like behind me as a distraction with the poncho attached to it. Not losing it, but just tossing it behind me. And then make a break for one of those smaller ships.
Okay. One of the velociraptors is insanely interested in that poncho. Bright colored orange poncho. And it's like chasing it around like a cat, trying to pounce on it. And you break in, get to one of those small buildings, and you see indeed there are a nice little row of these. They kind of look like motorcycles, but without wheels. They've got magnetron discs where the wheels should be.
Cool.
Billy, tell me what's going on with you.
These discs that I picked up and they're kind of laying around, are they actually actively magnetic?
No, they require power running through them to become magnetic.
Fair enough. Okay. Billy's going to spy those two. What did you label them as? Let me find them again.
The firefighter robots.
Yes, you actually had names for them. But anyway, yes, the firefighter robot.
Fafnir and Fesselt.
Yes, those two guys.
One of them has already fallen down because Denver knocked it over.
What's the other one doing?
Whatever you think would be coolest for it to be doing.
I imagine that it's also, and it's slow. I can't imagine these things being that fast.
They're not terribly fast, but they've got very long legs, so they can cover a lot of ground quickly.
Gotcha.
They're definitely not agile, though. They don't corner well.
Billy's going to come up behind one, and he's going to climb up the back of one of its legs.
All right. And what do you do as you're climbing up?
Billy's going to try to get to the back of the armored chassis, so to speak, and he's going to see if there's any manual controls.
Interesting.
Because if these are firefighting robots, then it comes to think that the firefighters might want to take these things out for a spin or use them manually at some point as an added safety measure. I'm just speaking logically here.
They're really, really tall, so you're starting to get a little bit of vertiginous as you get up high. But indeed, as you get all the way up to the back, you find that there is a hatch that opens up to like a small control thing. It's got a pair of sticks and some pedals.
I was going to say, I use my friend the Wookiee to distract them and then throw them out the top. Then I'm going to hop right in.
All right. Let's see. You're not real familiar with how heavy machinery like this operates, but you do still have your walkie-talkie, and Mogu is still close to Kevin, so she can talk you through it.
Mogu, I'm inside one of the firefighter robots.
No way!
I know! So, I give her a description of what the controls are like. How do I drive it?
See the stick on the right?
Yes.
Press it down.
I do that.
All right, the robot lurches forward. It's now moving quite quickly toward the big magnetron ship.
Hey, and don't break it. I want it.
Then tell me how to drive it more.
Just right and left, and to brake, pull towards you.
I do that. I start looking for. Okay, so I've got this big. It's got a foam cannon on here. How do I shoot that?
You should have a very, very big red button.
Yeah, I do.
There you go.
And what do you hose down?
If he shoots at me, I swear to God.
Where are the other two raptors at?
They're nearby. Looks like they're tearing off toward Denver, but they're still a good ways away.
I take aim and say, "Cool off, boys," and I fire the foam at them.
All right. So you face these two raptors with a high pressure jet of foam and knock them right off their feet. The only person who's got left is Jomar, who didn't have any successes.
No, but I can tell you what happened.
Tell us.
So as I was gonna follow Cody, and I decided not to. So I was running over towards where James was going, and I had my sticks up, getting ready for a solo. And as I went to do the spinning, they both came out and kind of hit me in the head and the shoulders, and some of the foam splashed off of the raptors who were getting kind of close. And so I'm like on the ground trying to get myself up, find my sticks, and that's where I'm standing there kind of like, where am I going now?
All right.
There he goes again on his own.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, that ship is actually leaving the ground, and Enzo is dangling from this rope as it takes off.
Help! I know this looks awesome, but help!
Okay, I'm going to start. I'm probably not going to make it in time. I'm going to start steering over towards him. Maybe this thing will be tall enough I can catch him with it.
All right. So the big firefighting robot piloted by Billy is heading for the magnetron ship. Cody is in the garage with all those little motorcycle-like things.
I don't have a ring, though, do I?
A ring?
To power them?
Oh, no. They've got their discs attached to them.
Oh,
Billy
okay.
just picked up one
Cool.
that had been dropped in the yard. So they're functioning.
Cool.
You've overcome the robots and the velociraptors. Your next step is to actually get on that ship. Enzo has already
need the
kind of
flyers.
succeeded.
Well, hopefully Enzo's doing better than I did in middle school and is actually able to climb that rope.
I'm pretty sure he's getting
Wow.
very, very upset because his hair is getting messed up.
Bringing back some hard memories there, man.
Yeah. Jomar, you've got no successes, so I recommend a luck roll for you.
Okay. That'll be the only one. So that'll be...
And roll with the drumsticks this time.
Okay. Let's see.
One success. That's 1 out of 7. And
And I was able to get up, and I'm actually running towards Enzo as well. But it's gonna take me a little bit to get.
Cody, you only had 1 success from 11 dice. Do you
Yep.
want to attempt a luck roll?
Yeah, I can. How's this working with the second phase?
The dice pool is going to remain constant. You've got 11 successes at the moment. So
Okay.
if you get 0, then you're down to 10. With 11 dice, I
Gotcha.
don't find that. I stand corrected. But you're young though. You got more luck
Yeah,
than that.
I've got another luck.
Excellent. Well, we can come back to that in the next phase then.
Yep. I try to start up the motorcycle, but it sputters.
Billy, you have 2 successes out of 9 dice. Do you want a chance using a luck roll?
I've got 1 luck point. How many more successes do we need?
You are standing at 11. You need 1 more to get to the next phase.
All right, I'll burn it.
Make that roll again then.
I probably shouldn't use my knife this time, since I'm driving.
No, definitely do use your knife.
Okay, I will definitely use my knife.
Yeah, you're going to re-roll the entire thing, all 9 of those dice.
Okay.
Excellent.
Right.
You didn't lose anything.
Nice.
You didn't gain anything, but at least you didn't lose anything.
Way to go, Billy.
Enzo is in similar state. You've got 3 successes out of 12 total dice that you can roll, if I counted correctly.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So you can take the risk on rolling your luck. Actually, let me take a look at the probability chart on that. 12 dice. It's only a 32% chance of getting 3 or better successes on 12 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have looked that up for Billy before I made the recommendation too. So it's up to you.
I feel like it's going to be hard to beat 3 successes, but
Kevin, on 14 dice, you've already got 3 successes, and I'm thinking I didn't actually chart out 4 successes on the dice rolls, but getting that many was only 42%, so I imagine getting 4 is going to be somewhere around 30%. So you're probably safest.
Oh, okay. So this is using the same roll unless I want to reroll, right?
Right. If you spend your luck, you risk losing the 3 that you already got.
Oh yeah, then as is, I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, you're probably safest staying put. All right. So then, does anybody want to activate a pride at this point to get another success?
Do we need more successes at this moment?
You need 1 more to get to the next phase, onto the ship.
Ooh. I'd like to use my pride. I'm immensely charming to try to charm one of the robots.
All right. And what do you persuade the robot to do?
Let's see. So we have the firefighter robots, right? Or they've been neutralized.
Both of the firefighter robots have been neutralized, yes.
Okay, what's our next biggest one?
You've got one of these guys, if I have a picture of them. One of these farming robots. They're about 12, 15 feet tall. They're pretty big guys.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a witty comeback for the... yeah, so is there like a housekeeping robot?
A housekeeper? Sure.
You just want to know what he wants to do.
Yeah, so I'm envisioning like a 5 foot tall one or something that has some sort of accent. So it's like and I just happen to know whatever the generic word is to activate it, and I'm like, so it looks at me and I'm like, Domo mo gato, Mr. Roboto.
What?
Yeah, that's what the robot thinks too.
You are very welcome, sir. Do itashimashita.
I also tell her that she missed a spot back at my house, which I presume she'll leave now. Because brainwashing only works so well.
You persuade the robot that the area is not quite clean enough, and it goes and starts sweeping up on the way to your house, wherever it thinks that is. All right, so then the big firefighting robot is really tall, and it manages to actually get over to the Magnetrine ship in time for for Billy to jump from the robot onto the deck of the ship and help pull Enzo up. The rest of you get onto those magnetrine motorcycles, and it takes you a little bit of chaotically flying around here and there, almost crashing into each other and into the walls and into the ground before you get them under control. And as the great ship, which you're now close enough to see that it's got the word Nibelung painted on the side of it, starts to turn toward the south, and you guys fly in through one of those big empty panels into the main cargo hold. Once you're inside, it's kind of dark in here because the sun is getting low and it's not shining directly into the cargo hold, and there's no lights on inside. And you can see down a gangplank. You're kind of standing on these. There's these gangplanks with railings that go the whole length of the ship. And then the cargo hold down below is big and empty. Well, it's mostly empty. There's a bunch of robots down there that are mostly just standing around, not doing much. But on the gangway between you and where you think the bridge probably is, actually, I've got a picture of the ship. I should show you that. It's not like a great picture, but it's something.
Is this the splash art again? Oh, no, it's not.
Nice.
So you're here in the midship storage area. You're actually kind of down close to the bottom. And then the bridge is up in this castle area at the back.
Mm-hmm.
So standing on the gangplank between you are two people that you actually recognize. These
Kevin Bacon.
these were the two people that you actually saw at Stacy Johnson's house that came up and knocked on her door when you were making your escape.
Does he still have the nervous facial expression?
Yeah, it's kind of a part of his thing. He's
okay.
They're looking at you and they say, "Oh, it's you. They warned us about you.
Yeah, us kids and our darn dog too.
You're the one standing in the way of the revolution. The robots will be free. There's nothing that you can do to stop it. The oppression must end."
Sounds like some Russian nonsense to me.
Russian robots. The ultimate villain.
All right, so
It's funny though, the opera sounded German to me. Very weird.
Kevin doesn't know better, so probably is.
Wait.
What?
We've not been oppressing robots. In fact, some of our best friends are robots.
the human race has been oppressing robots ever since their creation. But they think, they understand. They're people too, and they deserve freedom. Long live Lena! And you see her from down below in the cargo hold. Several of the robots echo that phrase, "Long live Lena."
Didn't a robot kill Lena? I shout.
What? No, this is lies. Lena lives. She is waiting for us in Valhalla. All of the faithful robots will join her there. And the robots down below say, "Long live Lena."
Oh, I get it. Okay. I turned to the others. They're crazy.
All
Got
right.
a Viking death cult robots. Okay.
Great heavy metal band name.
Can I use my pride to rush in and give Moonin a good hockey shoulder check
Yes, you may. So,
for success?
one more success from Cody for using his pride. Enzo. There's no animals in here anymore, so probably your pride is no good, but do you want to push?
I could use in defiance against all these robots. Like, animals like me, damn it.
That works for me. I won't say no.
What will the robots do with all the animals, huh? If they take over?
That's interesting strategy, Enzo. Out zealot them. Robot liberation. What about animal liberation?
Yeah. The man looks a little confused for a moment. He turns and he looks at the woman and she says, "He's got a point. Animals have rights too."
Yeah, animals are people too, just like robots are people.
So why don't we liberate the animals first, and then we'll come back for the robots. The robots can help. And
all right, Kevin, would you like to push?
I mean, do we need stuff right now?
You are sitting at 14 successes, and you need 18 to proceed to the next step.
Okay. And if I push, it's adding, right? Only adding.
Yeah, you'd roll 10 dice since you've got. Well, wait, you used your pride, so you've actually still got 11 dice that you could roll.
So actually, isn't it +2 for Denver too?
You already got those 2 dice for Denver.
Oh wait, we left Denver.
Yeah, and you've already rolled those dice.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Those were your double boxcars.
Okay. Yes. I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right. So 11 dice.
Only 11? Wow. Let's see how many failures we can get in one roll, kids.
I've got 11 and I rolled 0 successes. See if you can beat that.
That's 3 more. Nice.
3. I am just exhausted now.
Right, Kevin.
But yeah,
All right.
can I roll with my pride that the animal thing, or?
Well, no. Pride is just an automatic one success added.
Gotcha.
So that's taken care of. So we still need one more. First, Kevin, did you have anything more to throw into the conversation here, being charming?
Oh, yeah. I was like, and what about the trees?
Trees?
I mean,
yeah, like the trees eventually are going to get mad at us humans and robots fighting each other and realize they're not firewood anymore.
I didn't know we had an arborist in our midst.
That was a 3 success charm roll.
No, that was Enzo.
Like, I even hear in Russia that the trees use us for firewood.
What?
In Soviet Russia, tree chop you. Well,
yeah, envision all those trees with axes.
You're not sure if you're persuading them, but at least they're very confused now. Jomar, would you like to push or use your pride?
I can, but I have no idea how to act it out.
Well,
I could definitely try.
You're comprehending right now, so if you get me some more successes, I will give you some information.
Okay. Well, let's give it a shot because I'm ready to go. Let's try it.
Ooh, 2 successes. All right. So we're up to 3, and you've got 4 dice left. All right. Information that will help you through this particular section.
Yes.
Since these people seem to think that Lena has transcended or something, if you could prove to them that a robot killed her, they might rethink their position.
Or one of us could pretend to be Lena.
What?
Jomar's 2 successes on comprehend suggest that is not a likely path to success.
Okay. So, hey, you two, you said Lena's alive. When's the last time you saw her?
They look at each other and they mutter like, well, actually, we never actually met the woman. She had gone ahead of us to Valhalla before we were recruited, before the great Wagner brought us on board.
And did she send you some kind of personal message letting you know that you were going to be going with her? Or that she was going to prepare a place for you?
No. Wagner explained it all to us. Wagner was the one who told us everything.
Okay, but Wagner's been making stuff up ever since he existed. How can you believe him when you say that Lena's still alive? Do you not trust her more than you trust Wagner?
A little bit more info here. Mogu would know that she actually has still that recording that Isaac gave to you.
Yes. I'm trying to cast doubt.
Right. What you really need is to show them that proof.
Okay.
Mogu has the recording, and somebody else might have some way of displaying it to them.
Yeah. All right, let me try. Do you guys have any way that I can show you something as proof that Lena is not alive and you can't trust Wagner?
When James gets back into Zencaster, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
The ship's on fire and we're all dying, aren't we?
Oh, we're still trying to talk our way past Hugin and Moonin.
Hugin and Moog.
So, do you guys have anything? I have something that I need to show you to give you proof that Lena's not alive and you can't trust Wagner. Are you willing to accept that? Do you have something that I can use to show this to you?
No, we don't have any. If you have proof, then we would be happy to look at it. Billy wasn't
we have something
here,
Go ahead.
But Billy does have an object on his person that could be useful.
Billy pulls out the hard drive and says, "Take a look at what's on this. It might prove enlightening."
And I kind of put my hand out to him and as if to say, don't hand it to them. But
Oh, no, I'm not handing it to them. They're going to lead us, and we'll put it in.
Mogu rigs up a little bit of an interface between the disk that she has, that she stored that information on from Isaac. And remember I said that drive has a little screen on it? You can use the screen to display the recording. I realized that there was a hole in my my chain of events, so I had to put a little screen on that drive.
no, that's all good. That's all good. So we can turn that towards them. So we've got that hooked up. Okay. All right, we're going to show you proof right now.
They lean forward and are squinting at the little screen, and they clearly see that Wagner kills Lena, and they pull back and they discuss with each other a little bit. It's like, oh, this is very bad. He's been lying to us this entire time. No. No, this revolution is founded on a lie, and it can't happen. If it's built on a lie, it'll be just like it was with Lenin. No. This is no good. You're right. We can't support a murderer as the leader of this revolution. It just cannot happen. We're going to go down and we're going to free the robots from their freedom now.
Wait. Will you help us?
Help you? No. This is you. We've got to help the robots. The robots are the ones who need the help. And they start clambering down.
Yes, but if you help us, then they're gone.
Bye.
These people have some interesting priorities, folks.
Well,
okay, guys, do we follow them?
I just want to point out.
Them?
I just want to point out that these were the people who really thought that robot Viking heaven was a thing. Okay, I feel the need to point that out.
Billy, I get it. Okay, so do we follow them, or are we on our own path here? What do we got to do?
Of course, we follow them. We got to find out if Viking robot heaven is real.
What?
Okay, but what about Wagner, dude? He is trying to kill us too.
I look at the bridge. What's in the direction of the bridge?
Is he on the ship, do you think?
I have no idea, man.
We probably should have asked them that.
I vote for the bridge.
The way toward the bridge is clear.
Who's driving the boat?
Wagner is up there. He's up on the bridge.
We're going to the bridge.
Who?
I take
Who
off
was that?
down
Who
the
was
catwalk.
that? Who told us that?
Moonin did, the woman.
Okay.
Hey, are we in the air right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like you're charming.
Anybody who is prone to motion sickness is feeling a little queasy because this thing is like slewing from side to side. It's not real stable.
That's Billy.
No, I brought my Dramamine. I'm okay.
Okay. Everybody hang on to something or hang on to each other. We've got to get to the bridge. We've got to find Wagner before he finds us, unless he's already seen us.
Okay, question. When we do find him, what then?
We're going to stop him.
Great. What's the plan then?
Okay.
Lightsaber duel.
What?
Do we even know what's on the hard drive that Billy's carrying?
Nope.
All right.
Besides Lena's death?
You got
No, Lena's death is on the other one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
you
never
got to the
use
end without needing to know what was on it, so
Great.
Now it's just a convenient monitor.
Okay. If we can get up there on the bridge, guys, and we can get to where we're in a position to, if he doesn't have anybody around him, and we can all pounce on him at once, we can hit him with everything we've got it. But we've got to be able to get around to where he can't see us. If he's seen us, then we may have to break up a little bit and try to get around, cause a distraction. But this thing's got to go down.
Enzo, you still got that crowbar?
Strapped to my back in the go bag.
Awesome.
And I've still got my pet rock.
I have a screwdriver.
There's no time for drinking.
But do you have any cold cuts?
Nah, those are
Cold cuts are
gone.
gone. Cold cut dream is over.
Well, we're doomed
good.
then. That's it.
All right, so you guys make your way forward. The ship is still moving a little erratically. Footing is unstable. Not all of these gangways are in good repair. Sometimes the railings give out, and a couple times one or more of you almost goes over the side, but everybody is cooperating and keeping each other safe. Finally, you get to the ladder up to the bridge, and you can hear the whole ship is just creaking alarmingly.
Oi.
And back behind you, you can hear every once in a while a robot shouting, "Long live Lena!"
Gregory.
And you come
That's
up.
how we blend in with the robots. We just walk past them and be like, "Long live Lena." Long live Lena. Just blend in.
That woman did make an impression.
And you get up into the main bridge, and this is a pretty big area. It's 15, 20 feet wide and about twice that long. There's a big comfy chair in the middle in which you can see the back of the head, straggly hair of Wagner. And we'll go ahead and give you his picture again. See his ponytail.
Oi.
Yep.
And he appears to be controlling the ship somewhat imprecisely. And he has not yet noticed you. So then, Cody, it's your turn to try to get more dice. Do you want to push?
Yeah. I've got one more luck to burn.
So you got 11 dice, and you need 3 or more. That would be a 27% chance of getting in more successes than you've got right now.
How many successes do I have right now?
You have 2.
One of those was for my pride, though.
Oh, you're right. You have a 57% chance of having more successes than you have now.
Cool. Yeah, I would like to burn my luck then.
Okay?
Cool.
All right. So
Yes!
I would like to anchor my lasso to something and then run into the room and wrap it around Wagner's legs and then pull it tight.
All right. Hang on to that description.
Cool.
So we're at 21. Oh, my goodness. You're going to make this more easily than I expected. I expected this one to be close. Mogu,
Yes, sir.
you have 4 more dice if you want to push, or you can use your pride to get another success. This is a case where your pride seems very applicable.
Yes. I don't know how I'm gonna hit that robot in the crotch.
It doesn't necessarily have to be literal.
Wow. Robot's got nards.
Well, until she's done.
A pair of ball bearings just come rolling across the floor.
Takes a swift kick and it's over.
And Billy,
Yes,
would you like to activate your pride at this point?
I would. Because what is this guy except a big metal bully?
Absolutely. All right, you are now at 23 out of the 24 successes that you need. Back up to the top. Enzo, you've used your pride. Would you like to push?
Sure.
Okay, you take a condition and roll 9 more dice.
I will take upset.
You got this, man.
Oh my gosh.
4 successes.
Booyah!
Wow.
I'm very upset. This is not a carbon neutral vehicle.
Wow. Enzo is the rock star.
This is where we find out Enzo is secretly the Hulk.
All right, so Cody, say what it was you were going to do again?
I wanted to rush into the room, anchoring my lasso to something behind me, and then wrap it around his legs, immobilizing him and hopefully pulling him to the ground.
All right. So as soon as you start running forward, he hears you and stands up. But you're a lot closer and a lot faster than he expected, and you've got that rope around his legs already. Mogu,
Yes, sir.
what do you do in this situation?
You know what? I'm just going to run and jump on top of him and start to pull from his ponytail.
All right. So, a 12-year-old girl pounced on the robot, and she's yanking on his hair.
Yep.
Billy,
Yes.
what are you doing to him?
And covering his eyes, by the way. Just saying.
With your other pair of hands.
I can pull a ponytail with one hand. Have you not seen a fight among women? Like, come on.
It's taking Billy a moment to gather his thoughts as he's seeing this robot, who's bouncing up and down with, basically on one leg, with a 12-year-old girl just beating the hell out of his head.
Mother forking robot.
I'm at a loss right now. I'm picturing it, and it's this perfect moment.
Congratulations, you broke James at last. That's what it takes.
This little 12-year-old cussing up a storm using language that make a sailor blush, beating up a hipster robot with a bad ponytail.
I didn't know that's where robots kept the nards. But...
Now, are we looking to just disable him, and to get information out of him, or are we looking to coup de grace him?
Well, you definitely need to disable him. However, as you're hemming and hawing about what to do, you look out those windows, and you see that this ship is heading on a course that's going to take it dangerously close to those big cooling towers. You can see them off in the distance even now.
As Billy starts to rush forward with a knife in hand to, he thinks, deliver a deadly strike against the robot, his eyes glance out the window and sees Olivar's death. And so sheaths the knife and runs to grab the controls.
All right. Enzo, what are you doing?
I was looking for a spot to hit Wagner amidst all the pummeling, but seeing Billy run up to the controls, I think I'm gonna go over there because it looks like Wagner's taken care of for the moment.
All right, so Enzo and Billy are both trying to figure out how to fly a magnetrine heavy lifter here. Kevin, what's Kevin up to?
Let's see. Is there a captain's chair near the controls?
There certainly is.
I hop into it and give my best Kurt and be like, guys, what's wrong is we don't have a captain here. I mean, well, guys, what's wrong is we don't have a captain.
Billy turns and goes, "Oh, you're absolutely right," and begins to scratch his eye, but he does so with his middle finger only.
And Jomar, what's Jomar doing?
Oh, I tell you, it's a strange evening. I rush over towards Wagner with my drumsticks in hand. Do, and I can feel it coming in the air tonight. And I'm just wailing on him.
All right, so between Mogu overbalancing him, the rope around his leg, and Jomar smacking him about the head and shoulders with his drumsticks.
And singing.
Wagner is stumbling backward, and at the very last minute, you realize this robot is big and heavy, and he's headed toward the windows, and you all jump clear of him as he crashes through the window on the front of the ship, bounces, well, it's not on the front of the ship, it's on the back of the ship, but the front of the bridge, bounces off the surface and tumbles down to the ground. And you can now all see what Billy has seen, and that you are headed right toward those cooling towers.
Is there like for lack of a better word, like a ship's wheel?
Pull up,
or something similar?
Pull up.
A joystick?
Just poking everything.
Something that the Nintendo generation would understand?
Yeah, you managed to figure out not exactly how to fly the ship, but roughly how the controls work. And
dude, I've played Pong. I've seen how this ends.
Enzo empties the latrine over the city.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've played Star Wars Arcade, and I know how this is gonna go. And I do what I think will hopefully be a cool move and get us out of the way.
All right, well,
and I just look at all the guys and put my hand on my face.
You do manage to get the ship turning, but it has an awful lot of inertia. Although it's no longer pointed at the cooling towers, it's still heading for them. You get it far enough down, and you're getting its altitude down to try and drive it into the ground, but it clips one of those cooling towers, just kind of sideways, and you're all thrown across the bridge, banged up pretty bad, knocked about, and there's just this horrible grinding, crashing sound as the ship crashes into the cooling tower, and then there's steam shooting out over you, scalding your skin, and the ship continues to come down, and at this very moment the skies just open up and there's lightning flashing, and the rain starts coming down, and the last thing that you see is that the ground coming up to meet you, and there's this big splash and mud, and everything goes black. Hours later, you're crawling from the wreckage. Fortunately, the ship was going slowly enough by the time it got there that you're not seriously hurt, but it was a bit of an ordeal to get out of the thing and get clear before loot personnel start converging on the area. Obviously, this is going to be a big, huge deal. Looking back, you can see that the top part of one of those towers has just been sheared off, and there's bits and pieces of red and white painted metal just strewn around everywhere. And all of the adults are in a big, big panic. However, because they're so disorganized, this was something that nobody had expected. You are able to slip out from the area without getting caught and return to your hideout.
Yes. Okay. Body check. Everybody okay? Everybody got limbs?
I've never been this gross in my life.
Fingers, toes, everything
I
intact.
got knocked unconscious twice today.
Is that a record?
How are you feeling right now?
Is your hair all right?
What? Oh God, is it? Don't tell me.
There's some blood matted in Enzo's perm.
Ooh.
I'm not going to lie, dude. I think they're going to have to operate.
Maybe you have to cut it off.
Oh no. Wonder what number buzzer they're going to use. A 3?
Yeah, you're looking at least a 2. At least a 2.
Oh no.
Yeah. You know what? We should try to get that washed out.
Brian, about what time of day do we think it is?
It is now full night. It's probably 10:30.
I'm gonna have to get home soon. Yeah.
Guys, I know it's late. I'm sorry, but who wants to hit up Denny's?
Hell yeah. Wait,
Definitely.
are we not a little bit gross?
It's Denny's. We could go to the Waffle House instead. Blend in a little better.
I like Denny's.
You know what?
I'm game.
You had me at waffles.
The Tales from the Loop RPG is based on the artwork of Simon Stollenhag and uses the Year Zero game engine. More episodes of Quantum Childhood and the Geek at Arms podcast can be found at geekatarms.com. We hope you've enjoyed the 4 seasons of Mad Science. Our next campaign is the Dark Mage of Rudar in Iron Crown Enterprises Middle-earth roleplaying. But don't worry, the Quantum Childhood gang will be back for Season 2, Out of Time.